You got me blocked in.
Huh?
You got me blocked in.
Yeah. It's a police vehicle, ain't it? Got its lights on, right?
I know, but you got me blocked in. You can't tell them to pull up and then you pull up?
No.
What's your name, rank, and star number? What's your name, rank, and star number?
If you don't get away from my traffic
What
stop,
is your
you'll be
name?
arrested.
What is your name, rank, and star number? What is your name? Don't come in my space. Back
Go
up.
to my traffic stop.
You're interfering with me.
You're going to be arrested.
You're interfering. No, your officers that are in uniform, what is their requirements? Are they required to have a nameplate, the star number, any identifying marks?
They are. I understand you.
What's going on, guys? Soy Product News. I'm sure you remember this guy from last week. Look at there on his uniform. Not a single identifying mark of who he is personally. No star number. It looks like it's sewn over there on the right. No name. Nothing to identify who this man is. So I go into the police station to let them know about the incident. And wouldn't you know it, I'm the bad guy. Listen, I'm Disorderly Product News. I've been Disorderly Product News since I started the channel. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There are certain things people do to try and intimidate me. One of them is they get their camera out and then point it at me. It lasts about 10 seconds and they don't realize why they're doing it, and realizing it's making no difference at all, so then they put it in their pocket. Or they say something personal about me. They'll tell me what car I'm driving. They'll say, hey, Disorderly, or they'll say my name, as if somehow that's supposed to scare me because the police officer knows my name. I parked my car in your lot. It's literally, if I open up this window, I can touch it with the back of my hand. So what do you think happened when I went into the Stone Park Police Department? I still don't know who this guy is, a public official, but you didn't think I knew? You knew I was coming? The video got 30,000 views in 20 hours. I get more views than every single news station in Chicago except one. You better know I'm coming. I announced it. But instead of fixing the problem, you want to try and antagonize me. You want to try and go toe-to-toe with Reagan. You fail miserably, and then you just are looking for any kind of life preserver in the middle of the ocean, and you just start repeating my name. They go out of their way in a passive-aggressive manner to say my name to let me know they know who I am. Like that's supposed to scare me. Do you think you're the first or the millionth person to do that? I literally parked my car in your lot. It's right there. It has my license. Literally, it's right there. I don't park 4 blocks away. I park in your lot. But you could tell that this guy, because it took him 20 minutes to get out, so you could tell he was looking at himself in the mirror, and he was going to practice what he was going to say, and he was going to be the one guy that was going to beat Reagan, and he came out and fell flat on his face. So this Stone Park cop who's dressed like a groomsman made himself the story. Because my camera's just a mirror to the world. I hold it up, you show me who you are. I can't make you do or say anything that you don't want to do or say. Repeating my name over and over to get my attention only means one thing. You must be a dirty cop, right? Isn't that what you're saying? Why are you trying so hard to let me know that you know my name and I haven't given it to you? He got no reaction out of me, so he just said it again as if I did. I don't care. My car's right there. Walk with me to it. Ask me my name. I'll tell you what it is. People have put my address online. Information about my business online, right? Everything. So that was a public official that was pulling people over and threatening me with arrest, and he's also a public official, and he wants me to know that he knows my name, a private citizen. But thank you for that, because you just made the video a whole lot better. I park right in the lot. No 2 blocks away from me. I'm a hard-working American citizen. I got nothing to hide. We're gonna go in here and see if we can identify this this man who's pulling people over in the name of Stone Park. Oh, don't tell me I gotta get on the phone. Oh, please do not tell me I gotta get on this black phone. She's looking at me like I got 3 heads. Yeah, she's not comfortable with cameras, but right in front of the whole day is that. My tiny camera, and then that screen and that screen. There you go. Do they got slot machines here in the... Oh no. This is, you want to pay your light. I thought it was a slot machine. You pay your red light ticket right there. And if you don't have money, conveniently enough, they got an ATM for you to pay. And then, it looks like they got somebody's quilt back there. And a fan. So, sticker placement. This is where we need you to place your sticker. You gotta put your sticker there if you want to park in Stone Park. Pay them and put your sticker right there. Well, let's come over here and see. Look what we got going over here. Over here. Board for the village. Board of Fire and Policemen's. Board of Trustees. What is this? I don't think she's all together with it. I think they need some help over here in red light ticket fee to use credit card. $250. Give us that $250 if you want to use your credit card. Because God knows that 2% that the credit card company charges you to do the transaction. You can't lose out on that. While you're making passive income 24/7 with the red light camera, make sure you get squeeze every dime out of there. You can. $5 for all copies. Oh, what do they got? Is the guy copying it with is it a handwritten copy? What in the hell is going? These guys are criminals. Is this the police station or the... What is going on? They're not even trying to hide their... Hi, yes. I was wondering, do you have a police officer on your force that looks like Chef Boyardee? Do you know this gentleman?
Yeah, why?
So do you have a policies and procedures paper that I can have? Do they have to have nameplates on? Okay, wait just to wait. I'm waiting again. But I don't want to make any copies, so please don't charge me any money. And I'm not paying anything with a credit card either. How much is the air around here? Am I running up a bill by breathing? Oh no, I gotta short my breath. Oh my God, I might be broke by the time I get out of here. Wait, you're not charging people because they got the coronavirus now, are you? Due to recent events regarding COVID-19, novel coronavirus, we will be postponing the following court dates. Yeah. And that just means they're have to pay later instead of now. Uh-oh, the phone's ringing again. Okay. At least they keep it clean.
Approximately 10 hours later.
The United States will pay you up to $5,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of a dog up to $5,000. They give you $350 and some stamps. That's what you end up getting. Well, this guy's wandered his way in. What's up? Come on over here and talk to me. If you're not doing nothing, let's have a conversation, buddy. Come on over here. Don't be scared. Where'd you go?
They're running away from me now. Before I couldn't get them to leave, and now I can't get them to come. I literally could not get the guy to leave so I could leave the other day, and now I cannot get him to come. So let's go back. For assistance, press the help button. Welcome to the Village of Stone Park Red Light Enforcement Program. To begin review or payment process, please select a language option, English or Spanish. Pay Stone Park red light tickets here. Stone Park, little bit of a...
Let's just say they have hotels you can rent by the hour in Stone Park.
Yep. They got all kinds of bookstores and video stores for people over 18, and places where people dance, but they're not wearing clothes, and they got like C-section scars, and they're like 42. It's not pretty. Not pretty at all. Oh my God, the whole town's calling. It's Chef Boyardee. He's got somebody boxed in, I guarantee you. That's what's going on. It's Jose the alley mechanic. He's got someone boxed in. He's probably got like 3 or 4 people boxed in. That's why they're calling. I know what's going on. He's got everybody. He's parked at the entrance and the exit of a parking lot, and he's not letting anybody leave. They're all calling now. I guess if you're not paying for anything, they make you wait. I guarantee if I told her I wanted a copy, she'd be over here in a second. Let's see if this gets her attention. Can I get 20 copies while I'm waiting? Make it 25. I'm going to splurge. Oh, we got voices coming. Come on. Come on out. Oh, for heaven's sakes, dude. What's up, buddy?
I'm going to be with you in 1 second, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, do you know this gentleman, officer? Kind of looks like Chef Boyardee.
I know that officer, yes sir. He works for me.
Okay, what's your name? Sorry.
My name, Deputy Chief AMIN.
Famin. Now what your officers that are in uniform, what is their requirements? Are they required to have a nameplate, the star number, any identifying marks?
They are. I understand you had an interaction with one of our officers the other day.
Yeah.
If you'd like to come inside, we'd be more than happy to talk to you about it.
I bring my camera, right?
Well, you can't videotape inside a police station, in a lobby, or inside a station, but we're more than happy to talk to you about it.
So he tells me I can't videotape, and then I just continue videotaping him. 720 LCS 5/14-2. Elements of the offense: affirmative defense. A person commits eavesdropping when he or she knowingly and intentionally uses an eavesdropping device in a surreptitious manner for the purpose of overhearing, transmitting, or recording all. I'm not doing that. So let's go down to section E. Nothing in this article shall have prohibit individual, not a law enforcement officer, from recording a law enforcement officer in the performance of his or her duties in a public place or in a circumstance in which the officer has no reasonable expectation of privacy. You don't make the laws. He's your officer and you're my officer. I'm filming an episode of Undercover Boss. Surprise.
Okay, yeah, no. I mean, I just want to, unless it's on tape, I really have no desire to talk about it off the tape.
Obviously you had an interaction with our officers. It seems that you weren't happy about it, correct?
Yeah.
We're more than happy to discuss it with you.
Yeah.
We're just for the safety of everyone in our police station,
We just can't have it being videotaped.
I mean,
but we're more than happy to talk to you about it. Would you like to come inside and discuss it with us?
No, I'd rather tape it. But I mean, you saw what happened, so I mean, it's kind of up to you to police, right? And I don't know why I've never seen an officer in uniform without a nameplate, without a star number. That seems somewhat suspicious. How would I ever be able to identify this man? If I did not have my camera, how would I ever been able to identify him?
Well, it seems you knew where to come to be able to identify him, right? So you obviously knew he was a police officer of the Village of Stone Park.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I'll be more than happy to take.
Well, he had a car that said Stone Park.
Exactly, he did. So he was identified as a police officer based on his vehicle, and he was in full police uniform.
No, he wasn't in full police uniform. He was. You just said police have name tags, and he didn't have any of that on, so he wasn't in uniform.
If you'd like to discuss it, sir, I'd be more than happy to bring you inside. I would love to discuss this.
But you're saying they do have to wear that?
They do.
Do you have? Okay, so do you have a department policy? Is it online that I could look it up?
Oh, it might be online, sure. If not, you can file the Freedom of Information Act and get copies of all of our policies. If you'd like.
Okay. And what was your name again, sir?
Deputy Chief AMIN.
You got a card I can use?
Yes,
See?
absolutely. Yes, sit tight. 1 second.
Give me 1
Did
second.
you need my star number 2?
Go ahead, throw it out there.
Number 2.
My man, number 2. Who's number 1?
I didn't hear you.
Who's number 1?
Chief Pavini.
Chief Avine, number 1. My man, number 2. Trying to trick me into going into the back. I ain't fall for that. I gotta get a Freedom of Information Act, get the policies and procedures here over at Stone Park.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Here you are, sir. Are you sure you don't want to talk about it further? You're more than welcome
Thank
to come
you.
inside. I'd love to sit down and talk to you about this further.
No. I'm sure I've
No?
made up my mind. I'm confident
problem,
enough to made up my mind.
You have a nice day, sir.
Thank you,
problem.
Deputy Chief Amin.
No problem.
I'd love to have you come back so we can talk about it. No means no. I'm not your prom date, I mean. For heaven's sakes, you saw the whole thing. The problem is you. You said that's your officer. Well, how come your officer isn't wearing any identifying marks and pulling people over and threatening people with arrest? That's a direct reflection of bad leadership. You're doing a terrible job. I have never seen an officer without a star number or a nameplate. Never. They're public servants. They're pulling people over. And then he says, well, you knew where to come. He was in a Stone Park car. What was I going to do? Draw a picture? Were you going to put all your officers behind a two-way glass and I was going to pick them out? What do we need to talk about? You obviously saw what was going to happen. And then you did your investigation on me. But guess what? I don't care. He says, do you want my badge number? No, not really, but throw it out there. So who's intimidating who? Who? So you conveniently said my name over and over again. You're supposed to threaten me? What are you, a dirty cop? What are you going to do something to me? He's too busy trying to cover up for the officer that had no identifying marks on him, which is a huge problem. So as you heard him say, he's supposed to have his nameplate and his star number. He had neither of which. He said, that's my officer. Well, guess what? You're my officer. This is an episode of Undercover Boss. Surprise. Then he wants to say my name over and over again. He still hasn't identified the officer. And then he says there's no filming in here. So he doesn't know the law, and none of his officers follow policy. You're doing a bang-up job. But don't worry, you got a dirty quilt in the corner. Just idiots. They make themselves a story. Never, listen, they don't have to be the story. Hold on, watch.
So,
Well, I like to think I represent the people too, sir.
okay. By an Officer Soto, Jennifer Soto.
Okay.
And her partner Rodriguez. There's 2 videos on the internet with Officer Soto.
Okay.
So, I guess the problem is the last time...
Sorry, sir. What was their partner's name? Soto and who?
Rodriguez.
Okay.
Oh, you're writing it down. I appreciate that.
Unbelievably ingratiating. I would like to see Chief Simone one day. What do you...
Ma'am, you are a Commander Cato. If you are watching this,
I want you to know that these two young officers are doing their due diligence. They are serving the community well.
That wasn't easy to do, trust me, I've seen it. And you're doing a great job. You are doing a great service to your community, and I appreciate it. Remember, so I would like to say thank you on behalf of the community, because there's too many times when people want to point out the bad things that police officers are doing, and they seem to turn off the lights and not look when they're doing good things.
If you need copies, don't go in there. They're way overpriced. So there you go. If I said it once, I said it a million times. It's a systemic problem. The system is broken. But there are good people that are police officers. But it's a broken system. Listen, you can only come off the way you come off. I can't make you do or say anything. There's officers that came off fantastic. You make yourself the story. So you wanted this passive-aggressive, tough guy. You're going to intimidate me. Listen, you knew I was coming, and you figured I could care less about you. So who's intimidating who at the end? I'm in your head. You're not in mine. You're telling me something's illegal and I can't do it. I stood right in front of you and did it, and you didn't do a thing about it. Just like you didn't do a thing about your officers not wearing identifying marks on their uniform. You didn't do a thing about it. That wasn't the first day. He hasn't been wearing that for forever. You just don't do anything. There you go. There's officer don't do anything. He doesn't do anything. Congratulations, that's your new title. Your officer doesn't do anything. Disorderly product news. Good night.